Every single business is built in stages. You run into a bottleneck. You didn't even know the bottleneck existed most of the time until you run into it. And then you got to kick the idea around in your head until you solve it. So what are those bottlenecks? It really depends on what business you're in. For me, the bottleneck was not having the systems in place for clear reporting. So internally, I didn't know exactly how all of my campaigns were performing unless I looked into each individual client campaign, and that was a mess because I was being reactive rather than proactive. You need to have all transparency across the board between what you are doing for what client, why you're doing it, and what results it's getting. Other bottlenecks that you're going to run into are going to be employees, are going to be software, or are going to be cash flow related. In an ideal world, you can invest all of your cash flow directly back into your business, but that's not always going to be the case. Sometimes you're going to end up spending money on something that doesn't work. Sometimes you're going to end up spending money on something that does work. At the end of the day, it all comes down to shooting shots. You don't know what's going to work, so just go out and try it. And if you aren't prepared to take that risk, then just don't get into business to start with.